Good evening, everybody. We want to welcome you to the Late Night Talk with Reverend Larry. I'm one of his co-hosts. We're just taking a moment right now. We'll hear from right back shortly. Okay. Tonight, our topics. We're gonna be bringing in the defensive bracket again. We're gonna be going over the MLB championship and who is the new face of the NBA, because we have quite a bit of new faces, young up and coming talent to be in the league, who's been recently drafted, from your Darren Petersons to your AJ DeBastas. But then we also have your most recent upcoming stars in the league, like your 3-year player with Victor Wembanyama. We're questioning when Anthony Edwards is going to turn that corner and become that player that we need him to be. We also had a young upcoming star in Cade Cunningham making his way to the MVP race, although he had his ailing injury throughout the season. There's a lot of excitement coming through into the league this year, and we want to make sure we tap into all facets of it. And so, as we begin this late night talk with our brother, Reverend Larry, just made his way in, we want to welcome you all. What you got, Brother Larry?
Man, look, stack, pack, show. Stack that show. Without further ado, man. Let's talk about y'all at.
When the weekend turns to Monday and the stars begin to shine, we're bringing you a message that'll stand the test of time. We got the wisdom in the building, keeping everything secure. A late night conversation that is positive and pure. Turn your radio up, tell your family and your friends. This is where the true community connection begins. It's a place for inspiration, it's a place for real talk. The most uplifting hour on your late night walk. We got Trusty Sean P, keeping everything on track. Deacon King Ace holding down the back, and got in the ship with a word so clear. Reverend Larry on the mic is here. Trusty Sean P, Deacon King Ace, and your host, Reverend Larry. The mic is live right now.
Oh, welcome. Good evening, church. I pray everybody's doing well, man. Happy Wednesday, everybody. What's going on, Ace? What's going on, King Ace? Deacon King Ace in the building. My man, 10 grand.
It's going swell, man. I'm just taking my time every day, man. Taking my time.
Hey, and my man, Trusty Sean P
Trusty
is in the building.
Yeah, you know, I timed myself so that I came in directly when the song said Trusty Sean P.
He wanted to make an extravagant entrance, huh?
Oh,
No, it wasn't even extravagant.
Yeah,
it was timely.
Yeah, man. It's that time of night. How we just go in and just get in where we fit in. Because, man, look, we got a show tonight, man. We're gonna finish these playoff brackets. We're gonna play the NBA defensive playoff brackets, of course. And I think at 9:00 hour we have the new 2025-26 Maximum Basketball League champs, man. The owner, head coach, and GM Ahmad Gaines going to be joining us. Big shout out to him. Congratulations to him. Salute to them, man. An awesome league, man. Of course, a league that I'm a part of, man, and I'm just happy, man. I'm happy. I'm
Good.
happy.
But I left some questions, man. I left some questions up
Man.
in there for you guys in the chat.
Man, hey, man, we all got some questions.
And it's the questions that I had to have answered because it's what ends up making me sound like an apologist. But I just be like, I'm trying to stay close to the truth of it.
Well, okay, before you go there, let me ask you this question. All right.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Who's who's the face of the NBA?
Wow.
About to get to the nitty gritty now.
That really
Ooh,
I'm having a
ooh.
hard time calling it as of right now because right now they try. It seems like they want to make Joker. They wanted to make Giannis. They wanted to make my boy the Alien. They wanted to make. It's like it's a few of them that they've been throwing at us really because even though I could say LeBron, it really hasn't really been him for real, for real. Not in the same way that it was back in the day. We knew that Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were the face of the NBA. It wasn't like it was
Nah.
when Dr. J was the face. It wasn't like it was when Jordan was the face. It's not the same anymore. So it's kind of that's a multi-tiered question.
Let me ask y'all this question. Ooh, ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Was Jordan the face of the league when he came back to Washington? And if not, who was?
It
Ah,
was it was way more established talent when Jordan came back.
yeah,
He had the
man.
bigger name.
Whew.
He had the bigger
Okay.
name, but there was much more
Okay.
well established talent by then. You had
Okay.
multiple time
Who?
champions around that time too. Like you had Kobe Bryant, you had
Yeah,
Shaquille O'Neal, you had Tim Duncan who had just won. KG was on the rise to get him an MVP 2 years later, or a year later after Jordan initially retired in '03. Then of course you had T Mac. He was on the rise. Vince Carter was very electric when he came to the league. AI had already got him an MVP. Like it was a list. It was a plethora of talent in that early 2000s, late '90s, early 2000s that kind
And
of
yeah. I
shaped
kind of
the
want to say maybe even it had to be. Look, man, I'm gonna go down the line. The original was
hmm
George Mikan. George Mikan was the original face of the NBA.
Okay.
Then it became Bill and Will, Kareem, Magic, Larry, Mike, then Kobe and Shaq. You got
whoa,
Kobe
whoa,
and
whoa,
Shaq.
whoa.
They kind of
Right,
overlap.
right
I want to,
before. Let me
yeah.
ask you this. Right in that timeline, though,
hmm
the
Mhm.
one right after Kareem, you don't think Julius Irving got a snippet of that
He
right
I
he
do.
probably
I
before?
he
do.
did.
I,
No,
I
he did. He
mentioned him
did.
earlier.
No,
I
he did.
do.
He
I
did.
It's
mentioned him
like
earlier. Yes.
it's a little, you know what I'm
No, he
saying?
did.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
that.
He did.
That's
He really
like
did.
like that 77
Now I
to
gotta say
80
this
era.
too. Between Michael Jordan, Kobe, and Shaq, hey, we remember Lil Penny was all over. Anthony Penny Hardaway was definitely one of those dudes, man. He was on. He was running around.
Yeah, Penny Hardaway.
Um,
No, he was on the rise and on the come up for sure. I agree. I just
absolutely.
believe that it's
I think
a league
And
that a
Grant
league
Hill,
that has a league that ended up being integrated with the ABA from then leading up to some of the most great talent we have to this day. It's kind of hard to say that one guy was the face of the league when multiple people were winning. Like now, mind you, now when there was a part of an era in which these guys are the ones competing the most, then sure, like the 2010s to 2020 or 2020, you can say LeBron and Steph were the face of the league at that time because they were the ones making it to the finals
definitely.
this year. KD is also thrown in there because he also went to 4 or 5 finals in there, adding the one he lost to LeBron when he was with the Thunder. Like those three were the face in that time. Did
Yeah, I would agree with that.
like Kawhi Leonard got 2 championships out of that.
Right.
I mean, there were
But he
guys.
was never really much of the face, though.
Right,
He
right.
was he was a winner. Don't get me wrong,
He was
but
a
he
great
just
player
didn't
along with
have the
Jordan because he
same
was.
marketing. He
Mhm.
didn't get the same marketing as LeBron and a Steph
And the
and
KD,
even KD.
but he don't have the
you know what?
personality that those guys have either.
But he's
Um,
got the
You know
laugh.
what's so
but see, when we spoke about Tim Duncan in the same light of not getting the same marketability because it's just personality based. Like he kind of
Yeah.
fell into that same mantra of having that type of personality. But Rev, you got something?
y'all know what's y'all know what's so polarizing about that trade to Toronto with Kawhi Leonard?
What about
Uh,
it? What you
And
got?
I think honestly, like out of all the championships that we learned or that we've seen in this 2000 era, or that was
mhm.
20 teens, right? The 2010s era. Watch
hmm
Right.
this, man. Remember, Popovich is a chess player,
hmm
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
and
Greatest
and
coach, one of the
and
greatest ever.
Yeah, that we've ever seen.
and and that trade to Toronto was kind of like John on the Island of Patmos. Like that was supposed to be a throwaway trade.
Yeah.
And for Kawhi to turn that thing around and
And
win a
win a
chip out
championship.
of it,
It was a smack in the face,
bro.
boy.
Oh, a slap in the face, bro.
Yeah.
You know what they
Because
said? Hey, Slim,
remember,
you got me messed up. You
he
got
hadn't
me
played for
messed
San
up.
Antonio. He hadn't played for San Antonio that season.
Yeah.
No,
Remember,
no, he
he
sat.
was hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
So man, for that to happen, right?
Mhm.
For that to happen and for it to end
And
the
they
way it
talk
did,
bad about him too.
man, yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing. He even to show it was him,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
At the end of the season, he took his talents to LA.
yeah.
And Toronto has been trying to rebuild ever since.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And mind you, they didn't gut the team.
No.
They didn't do what, like most teams that LeBron leaves, they gut that team. Like
Mhm.
they get
Yeah.
rid of those
Yeah,
pieces. And that's
yeah,
why I
because
hate
those
that.
pieces just don't fit for anybody else.
Right. That's why I hate
They
that
didn't
narrative.
work
Like,
for him. They didn't work for him, but they don't fit for anybody else.
yeah. That's why I hate that narrative, man, that, when LeBron leaves, the teams go to shambles. Like the team is not even the same, bro.
Yeah.
No.
It's not even the players aren't even there that carried them to wherever the height they went and lost.
Right,
Like that's the thing.
right.
But needless
Look
to
at the
say
Lakers.
though,
What the
man,
Lakers just do? Look at what the Lakers just did.
oh no, they rebuild. They
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
did
saying.
something.
But my point
Yeah.
Yeah, they
is
did.
that the team that he played with?
Yeah. No, that's a great
They
question.
got the Snow Time Lakers in effect, man. They got a whole new squad.
Nah, for sure.
Now, how they perform is going to be based on them, but up until now, history tells us that every team that he's left has underperformed afterwards, regardless
Mhm.
of who they brought in. So
Yeah.
I hope maybe the Lakers will do better. I don't want them to do bad. I want to see good basketball. Um, D, you
What's
there,
up?
brother? I had a definite question, man.
Uh-oh. What I do?
I don't know if you had a chance to listen to some of the chat between myself and Rev, but man, I really seriously suggested that LeBron James starts the season coming off the bench in
I
order
heard,
to
I heard you. I heard you when you said that. I heard you when you said that.
because his game, which has been his game for what 30 odd years now, because we can go all the way back to his middle school days, has been that point, but it has been that score first. Basically, he's the man, and
Mhm.
everything else revolves around him. But you got Maxi, Tatum, and B. You got some young guys out there too. You're not necessarily needed to produce points. What we need you to do is facilitate and put these guys in the right position to be successful so the team can be successful. And I just don't think he's going to walk in being ready to do it. Second nature.
But that comes after I put post in the chat that Nick Nurse has already said that LeBron is basically going to be the point guard of the team.
Exactly. Now,
And
here's the thing.
and
Which point guard is he going to be? Is he going to be the 12 points a night, 10 assists a night point guard? Is he going to be that 24 point a night, 5 assists, 7 assists point guard? Because we need the 10 point, 12 assists.
Mhm.
We
he
don't
So,
cannot
need
be the
the
latter.
25 point. Yeah, we don't need the 25.7 assist point guard.
Nah.
We don't need that.
so the thing with LeBron James's game that I've had to learn over the years of watching him and also being a fan of him, because as much as much criticism that we give him, if you're actually a fan of basketball, you're actually going to be a fan of his game at some point, to some
You
degree.
have
If
to.
you actually
You have to some degree.
yeah, you don't have to like him personally, because none of us know any of our favorite players personally, but to
No.
gravitate towards what they do well on the court, not just what they don't do as well, what they do well, He definitely has the vision for the court, and him being the size that he is gives him the most advantage at the point guard spot.
Right.
So I've said this anytime we've spoken about the 76ers, anytime we've talked about LBJ's game and how they can be successful this year. This could be his most successful year being a facilitator because he'll have
Hmm.
the ball for the most part in his hand. However, it could also be his
The
worst
worst.
year.
And I am leaning toward the latter right now just
Mhm.
because muscle memory for him.
Yeah, and so it. So
He's going to have to be coached, and he's going to have to deal with being coached.
man, you said something earlier about him not being a number one option, and I literally had to sit back and think about every aspect of the teams he's played for, where he came from, all of the aspects of his game fully to understand him being the first option. But he's been the first option plenty of times, and we can dive into that in another segment of the
Yeah,
show.
that's something totally
But
different. Yeah, but
but
yeah,
but his
those are
game
just
as
the
a
two
facilitator.
things. Now, the other question, and then we can just move on. Now, just because I had to clear my conscience here.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
don't
No,
y'all
but
listen
that's a
from
legit. But that's something legit though, Sean
absolutely.
P.
So is this. This is too. I read an article in the series where the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Warriors, and LeBron James was first in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. That Kyrie, nonetheless, was the best and should have won the MVP of that particular series. He was the best man on the court that series.
Mhm.
I feel like that's a slap in the face to history. How can you do something historically no one else has ever done before, and yet your teammate is better than you? Did he put up some big shots? Yeah. Did he have some great games? Yes. But at the end of the night, you dominated in every single aspect of the game, but your teammate's better than you. That falls on hate to me. That falls right down the line of hey. It's like I want to discredit anything you do because I just don't want you to be who I think you are, which is in that particular series something we've never seen before.
Mm,
We don't.
um, I have a different take on that specific series because
Uh-huh.
not, yeah, and I know people want to keep to the statistical and all this, and I do my best. You know, I'm people say I'm a hater. I'm not. I look at facts. I look at the realism of situations, and I look at the game in itself. That's why. That's why. Oh, we got comments. I'm sorry.
Mm.
That's why that's why I always um you know, I don't like pushing back. I like to show things that make sense, right?
And
And
that's
that's
that's what
why
I
y'all
wanted to.
y'all know and y'all know my favorite stat line. My favorite stat line isn't points.
Plus mine.
My favorite stat line is not rebounds. My favorite stat line is not assists. Well, actually, one of my favorite stat lines is assists, right? But what's my favorite stat line, Sean P?
It's definitely the plus minus.
Yeah, because I could care less. I could care less how much you score. If your scoring has no impact on the game, then what are we talking about? One of
Hmm.
the things I've done, I started this about maybe 4 years ago. I started to have my our guest is here. Our guest is here, Mr. Ahmad. But before I bring him in, about 4 years ago, I have my statistician uh, staff start putting together the plus and minus of our players. Because one thing I hate is when we lose by five, the first thing, before you even shake the opponent's hand and show good sportsmanship, the first thing you do is go to the stat table to see what you've done. I don't want to see that. I hate seeing that. It's been like a pet peeve of mine.
Well, I
Like
can
we
say this
lost.
much.
Shouldn't
I can
matter.
say this
It
much.
shouldn't matter if you scored. If you should, it's good. It shouldn't matter if you scored 35 points and we lose. And
Hmm.
I get it. 35 points is a good stat line.
Yeah,
But my bro, we lost, especially in the
absolutely.
beginning. back in '06, '07, '08. You feel me? When although we were winning, we was going up against some teams that's been a part of the ABA for years, and they already understood. Like for instance, the first game, man, we got a 30-piece put on us at home in a crowd of 500 people. First home game of our organization.
Uh-huh.
Had 22 turnovers at halftime, bro. It was embarrassing. And the first place I see you go is to the stat table to see what you've done.
You
Man, are you
lost. That's what
kidding
you
me?
did. What you did was
So
lose.
I say that. I say that to say, y'all need to look at the stat line for Kyrie Irving, bro,
33 plus
because
33.
his stat line, bro, especially for Game 7, was it was, and collectively for the series. And I would say this, dog. This ain't hate, man. Go look at the stats.
Plus
Go look at the
33.
stats,
I'm
man.
doing the overall plus minus was plus 33. LeBron's was plus 26. But I'm gonna
Man,
say this too.
he should have won the Finals MVP, bro.
No, sir.
If
Because and I'm gonna
if
tell you
look
why.
if
If it
hold on,
wasn't for the
hold on.
block,
If
because
Iggy if
Kyrie get the
Iggy
shot.
if Iggy
I mean, it's a
if
lot of stuff
Iggy
that
won
went
it,
hand in hand there. When it went into overtime,
hey
who scored the 8 points in overtime to put it out? LeBron,
man,
not Kyrie.
hey,
I'm just saying.
if Iggy won the Finals MVP, then
I
Kyrie
didn't
should
think
have
that was. I
definitely
don't think that
hands
should have been.
down,
I don't think
hands
that should have
down,
been.
hands down. You're
I don't
not
feel
winning
that.
that MVP. You're not winning that series without Kyrie, bro. And that's why I
No,
hate when people start bringing up. People start
I
bringing up
understand
people.
that. Without him, but
Man,
you can't win any finals or any series without help.
no, no, no.
And
Not
he
that's
put
not what I'm
in
saying.
he was that dog, no doubt. But
That's
he
that's
had
not
he
what
had
I'm
another
saying.
dog on the
Because you
team that was
can't.
you got an alpha dog and then you got that dog right under.
But I'm not saying insert a DeRozan or insert even a D Wade or insert even like Kyrie is a anomaly almost. But man,
Well,
look,
I'm
look,
going to
look.
tell you
We we
here's
got
a
we
great thing
got
too.
look, we got another 90 minutes for that. I
Yeah,
want
all
to
right.
I want to bring to the stage my good man, Mr. Ahmad Gaines, the CEO, head coach, owner, excuse me, the CEO, owner, head coach, GM of the 2025-2026 champions of the Maximum Basketball League. Let's give a big shout out to my mans. Hey, and we gonna give him another one. We're gonna give him another one, man,
Bring
because
him
it
on.
ain't easy winning championships in this semi pro
That's
in this semi pro
hey,
space, man.
that's what
It's not.
Jay Z said. Bring him out, bring him out.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's not easy, bro. It's not easy. Salute to you, brother. Congratulations, man.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh man, look, I wanted you on Monday, but I know y'all was if y'all was anything like us back in the day, you was celebrating. You probably was up to look, your mind, your legs was right, but your mind wasn't right because y'all still probably had some of that oil in your system. You dig what I'm saying?
For real.
So I knew better. I knew better not to call you on Monday, man.
Yeah. The road lag, man. That 11, 12 hour drive was crucial.
Whoo, yeah, that's a haul, man. That's a haul.
Yeah.
So, man,
You
how
got
does it feel being a champion, man? How does it feel to be a champion?
it's great, man. It's also like I had somebody ask me that the other day, and then I kind of caught him off guard because I told him it's a great feeling, but it's also humbling at the same time. And he was
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
kind of caught off guard because he was like, "What you mean is humbling?" I say because I done been here 4 years in a row, 4 years in a row, all in the championship, lost by one, lost by two, lost by six. So it's like, man, this year I finally win it. So it's a humbling experience because you come down there and you go into the game, you got the roster, you got the players, but it's like one bad mistake, one bad turnover at the wrong time in the fourth quarter can cost you the whole chip. And that's why I be like, I've been doing it so long, man. It make you kind of appreciate taking them L's. And a lot of people just they don't know how to take them L's, man, and move forward and rebuild.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, it's
L's build
hey,
character, coach. You know what, man? My man, L's build character.
nah, for sure.
I done
Nah,
Yeah,
took a
man,
man.
and
lot.
y'all didn't just, you know what I'm saying, y'all just didn't win by 5 or 6, man. 130 to 95 was this
Yeah.
last score, bro. Salute
Sound
to
You
like
know,
they
y'all
we
got
on
tired
finishing
of him.
that.
It
at the
sounds like they
crib.
got tired of him, Larry.
Nah, at the crib, you know, we
Yeah.
call that BTA. We call that BTA at the crib.
Yeah, oh
Belt to
yeah. Well,
ass.
you know,
Yeah.
right. We try to watch our language because we ain't trying to get flagged by nobody. You know what I'm saying? But you
For
definitely
sure.
right. I was gonna say it, but you know, the Christ in me said, "Man, chill out," because somebody might be watching from the back. Somebody, somebody might be watching from the Vatican, man. So I gotta. But
Just
no,
coming
but
out
you're
your
right.
mouth.
I
That
mean,
almost killed me.
yeah. No, man, I saw the game. It was a masterful. Like they couldn't really hit the side of a barn, and not because they couldn't shoot, because this is a veteran team y'all went up against. Man, y'all played them a couple of years ago in the championship. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. And lost by 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, y'all made sure
I
it wasn't
I
gonna be
saw
six this time around.
right, and here's the thing. So
Hey, turn the
it
table.
was
Let's
it
win
was
by 60.
if I do recall, like it was the game was neck and neck up until about 8 minutes of the game. And I noticed how deep your bench was, and I saw how you went to the bench around the 8 9 minute mark, and then that second unit of each of those teams, the Gorillas just stepped on the gas from there, and y'all just took it on, man.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So now,
And it's just one of those things, man. It's really about culture, man, and it's really what I try to form with my guys is a brotherhood. You know, it's the same mind, same sound, same guys coming back year in, year out. And like with me, I try to hand pick my guys because a lot of guys, this you know how to play basketball, but your mental ain't meant to be a pro. Your mental ain't meant to play no semi pro. You know your mentor is basically for like 1-on-1 or 1v1s or 3-on-3s. It ain't meant to be no team sport, and a lot of people get lost in that. So that's why, like one of the questions you asked me was the rebuild process. That's what
mm,
comes into the rebuild process. It'd be hard feeling sometimes, but you got to cut ties with people that you're really close to in order to get over the hump. And that's what we had to actually do.
so that leads me into a question. All right,
Uh-huh.
now you got to manage the target on your back. Now that you're at the top, you know every team in the league is gonna be gunning for you. How you gonna shift from the mindset of the hunter to the hunted and still keep that group hungry
Well,
for a repeat?
Well, at the end of things, first and foremost, we just got to keep our beliefs in God, our Father, and just make sure that everything goes through Him. We still gonna continue to practice, continue to grind, continue to do our work ethics and do what we need to do. But also at the same time, we're gonna watch film. That's one thing about my
Man,
guys. We do. I don't care if it can be the worst team in the league. We're gonna watch film. We're gonna dissect the film. We're gonna find out what your weaknesses is, just like we're gonna find out what your strengths is. And hey, we might not be able to exploit them, but we're gonna know what we're up against when we coming into the game. And that's what kind of gives us an advantage on a lot of people because a lot of these cats, they don't watch no film. They just look at players and be like, oh, I know him. We just need to key in on him. And then somebody else on the side of them go out for 30 because you keyed
mm,
in on the wrong player. Your mindset wasn't right. But we definitely up for the challenge, though. We know the target going to be on our back, and we definitely prepared. We got a big game coming into the season against the fella that invited me in today, Mr. Red Storm himself. So, yeah, we
oh yeah,
know it's
well,
going to be difficult. It's going to be tough.
hey, man, for about 3 seconds into that, there, I didn't know if we were talking about life or basketball, man, because it goes with both.
Yeah,
Till you,
nah, for
yeah,
real.
till you mentioned the red storm, then I kind of got it. Oh, he talking basketball, but yeah,
Yeah,
I mean that's a good answer. I mean, you started it off and it finished it. Now I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave the rest on my. But I to start off, first and foremost, in anything in life, hey, God first, man. I love that. I love that.
Absolutely.
Man,
And still, in,
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I salute the MBL first for having us. Like there's really no other league I see that has the highest ceiling, like the Maximum Basketball League, and then to be in the same division of what I think is one of the top organizations, one of the top semi-pro ball teams, the ball clubs in the Texas division. Like it's a blessing because what you want to do is you want competition first and
yeah,
foremost.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I never forget, man, when I was the regional director for the central region of the ABA, and one of the things we changed in regards to scheduling was the format of schedule, because we found out a lot of teams were scheduling a lot of cake teams. So
Hmm.
their 12-0 wasn't really 12-0.
Indicative of who they were. That's
Right,
not who they
right.
really
And
were.
and and so what happened, they get this cake schedule, and then the power rankings were reflected, and then when they get in the playoffs, they get busted in the mouth in the first round, and then figure out looking like how and why. Well, you did your team a disservice. So one of the things I love about this division is like it's gonna be very competitive, man. I can't really wait to get the season started, man. So
That's like one
salute
of
to
them
you,
old
brother.
boxes, man.
Yeah, yeah. You man, you get a cake schedule or you get a cake resume and want to prounce around like you've done something. And then when the rubber hit the road, when you meet a whole new culture of basketball and get busted in the mouth, now you
Yeah.
mad at the basketball gods for not doing you right. But you got to be mad at
That,
yourself, man.
that's
Amen.
crazy because we went to Phoenix, and when we went to Phoenix, we got down there and it was the Phoenix Monsoons. They was down there, they was yapping all on Facebook and everything because they had a decent season. But I was just looking at who they played, the teams they played. We had already done ran through, so it was kind of funny. But they had two players that were just really rambling. Man, we went down there. We went down there and set an MBL record on them folks. We beat them people by 72 points. That's why I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I
it's
saw
like
that.
you said, it be crazy, man, because people just they don't be playing nobody. And I be blaming that
Nah,
on these leagues because you gotta, like, man, if you're gonna get in the league, you're gonna pay that money to get in the league, you're gonna build a team, you're gonna build a roster. At the end of the day, you gotta have some type of morals for yourself. Like, I'm not gonna just put my name on something and I'm not gonna try to build nothing to compete. That's the whole
Right.
thing
Right.
about it. You gotta compete, man, whether you lose or not. Just let them know you was there. See, that's what it's
Absolutely.
about.
nah, man.
Absolutely.
Salute to that. Yeah, it's more than there is a true saying that if they look good, they play good, but you gotta put in some
Ain't
work.
always true. They ain't
Absolutely.
always
You
true,
gotta,
man.
Yeah,
yeah,
Because
you
that's
got you
all
gotta
right.
put in some
I
work.
got a team out here in DC that look beautiful, man. But at the end of the game, man, they still holding up L's.
Yeah, that's tough.
You talk,
Yeah, that's
you
tough.
talking about them Wizards? You talking about them
Yeah,
Wizards, man?
baby. I'm talking about every DC sports team we got, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
Hey, but y'all beat my Astros in the World Series a few years ago, man. So
Yeah,
hey, that's
that's
something I
man.
can
That was
do.
right after COVID, or right before, or during. It's been a minute, man. We done those since then.
So what? Let me ask you this, man, Ahmad, man. This question was asked of me when I left the ABA. What's your aspirations? After winning a championship, do you see yourself assisting and building the league to be a great league, or like what's your aspirations? For the years to come about or regarding your organization.
Uh, I mean, mm, the aspiration is definitely to continue to keep winning. and keep building and keep striving to continue to do what we doing. But the main thing is just bringing in the right core of people, because if you don't have the right core of people, it's never going to work anyway. I mean, you can put anybody in the same room. If the mindset and the agenda ain't the same, it's not going to pan out. So my
You
whole
breaking
thing
you
is
break
the biggest.
you breaking up a little bit, brother. You breaking up just a little
It's
bit.
like, hold on.
You might
So
might win
can
one of
you
them areas.
can you hear me now?
Oh yeah,
Just a
just
little
like
bit.
Verizon.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, the whole thing is just to continue to build off of this, get the right core of people, and bring and continue to scout and bring the right people in that want to continue to win and be a part of a winning organization. Because I mean, you a lot of people get a one championship and they feel like they didn't conquer something. With me, that just make me more hungry. I don't give a damn about the championship, excuse my language. But my thing is,
Yep.
my whole objective is to build something for these guys to keep them off the streets, give them something to do, and at the end of the day, still chase a dream that they once had, because that's what a lot of it is about.
Hey, you got someone?
Hey man, that's a great way to view it, because a lot of people don't realize struggle don't end just because you're winning, right?
Nah, for real.
Struggle still,
Oh, and it only gets worse
yeah,
because that's when the enemy comes harder.
that's when you had that 99 problems, but you know, because the more money you make, it's still gonna be problems there, So I salute you, and all of us salute you for sure, definitely on winning.
Absolutely.
But if I can ask you, if that's all right, man, looking back at the entire season, right, like the entire season from start to finish, ups, downs, guys may not have had the motivation and the same vision you may have had.
Hmm.
What was the defining moment or the turning point where you knew the specific group that you had could get you all the way?
Uh, I would say that's when we played. We played against damn, what's their name? Uh, we played against a team that's ran by a cat called down here named David. We played them and we went down. It was a decisive game to make the playoffs. We went down 30 to the team,
Mhm.
and it was one of those games where we couldn't hit nothing. Man, we couldn't buy a shot. I'm talking about we was getting the looks. We couldn't buy a shot. But
Sound like
I had
sound like the Knicks for a minute.
exactly. We got to halftime. We went into halftime. We was down 29. And like I told my guys, I say, man, look, we can fold or we can compete. One or the other. I say, but at the end of the day, we got to finish the journey together. No matter how I look, we got to finish it together. So it's either we gonna fold, we gonna take our ass whooping, or we gonna compete and let them know we was there. So see, my guys, I mean, they came out that second half. We went on a 15-0 run in the third quarter,
Mm.
and shit, before I knew it, it was a new leader, and we wound up beating them cats by like 17. And that's when I knew.
Mm.
I say, yeah, I got some dogs. I say so, and that's when I said, yeah, it's time. It's full speed ahead. Because like when we played the Red Storm, my team was cool. I was getting there, but it wasn't quite there. And now, I know I got me what I need, because now I got all the pieces. I got two stretch bigs, I got a solid big, and then I got shooters all the way around everything, and then everybody plays defense 1 through 12. So and it's hard to get that. So when you got guys that can play offense but they in love with defense, that kind of secures the bag for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I have to
No,
ask you
man.
this. Go ahead,
Go
Larry.
ahead. Baby.
No,
No,
no, no.
when
You
he
go.
brought up that game we played against him, I was like, man, it's kind of a reason why we didn't go back to that particular league, um,
Hmm.
because it was like we had we just we had just left. That was left out of the ABA, and to jump back into a league. Um, you know, it was tough, and my players showed it. I don't even know. I think we had to use somebody else's player to play that game against the Gorillas because man, my guys was just kind of really shot and tired. And you, as an owner, you have to see that. You know what I'm saying? You have to recognize when your guys are giving it they all, but collectively, you can't put your best foot forward because they tired. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why, man. I got no but respect for that league, but at the end of the day, like it's financially it's hard,
Mm-hmm.
and then physically and mentally it's hard for your players. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
it's a grind.
And it's not an indictment on the league. It's just the fact of the position that we're in. You know, because my budget, my yearly budget, I'm not trying to show no shine or nothing, but Amon know what I mean when I say this. My budget for the season is close to 35,000. So digging in my pocket to play spring summer is really not a it's not a joy of mine. You
Yeah,
know what
nah,
I'm
for
saying?
real. Nah.
You,
Yep.
again, that's not an indictment on anybody. It's just that you don't you want look, man. You don't ever just want to put some bread out there because you can put some bread out there. You want to put some bread out there because you can compete and you can win. And if
Nah,
you
for
know
real.
you can't compete and win to the best of your ability,
Don't even bother.
then what are we doing?
Nah, for real. That's why
So
So,
springtime straight money tournaments. We doing our money
it,
tournaments and all that.
and man, we've been doing it for the last 10 years, brother. I don't really, I'm not dedicated every week. I'm solely, I'm solely focused on resting my pockets
Yeah.
and resting my players and not to be obligated every week is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I know I'm crossing over to y'all league, man, but I ain't gonna lie, brother. This has been the best. I told Ace this several times. This has been probably one of the most relaxing off seasons I've had in 20 years. Seriously,
Nah, you gotta have it though, big fella. You gotta have it for sure. You gotta have it,
seriously,
Absolutely.
man.
man. Cause see, I remember,
Absolutely.
I remember, I in this semi-pro space, man. I remember it was just three of us in the state of Texas. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you know that. It was the Texas Tycoons out of Dallas. It
Yeah.
was the Waco Wranglers out of Waco, and then it was
Mm-hmm.
us. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. I'm talking about that's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's all you getting. And so, man, to look back 20 years and see everybody flourishing and blossoming, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not a selfish cat. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
everything for myself. I ain't got a problem sharing the wealth. It's
Nah, for
beautiful to
sure.
see. It's honestly it's beautiful to see. And I'm just cut from a different cloth, man. Ain't no shame in my game. When I saw y'all win that chip, man, I was excited. I was
Yeah.
excited because I'm gonna do my due diligence on the MBL before I make my decision, right? And I saw that y'all
Mm-hmm.
had gone 3 years prior to this year, and I said to
Mm-hmm.
my players, I said, "It's their year, man. This is their year, and it's gonna make our season even better because all eyes are gonna be on us, the two of us,
Yeah.
me and you.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
so I'm looking for the competition. I was surprised that y'all coming to the crib that early. I was a little surprised on that, but
Hey,
but
I could have told you that's how they do it though. When you first come in, they gonna set you
hey,
up again. But he blessed the game. He gave it to you as a home game though. So he showed you some
right.
love on that.
Well, I don't know how much love that is, and we got to go see the Avengers in 3, 4 more weeks. So I don't know about that, brother.
Hey,
Dang.
they gotta come to us. They gotta come to me in January.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. So, but it's gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I cannot wait. Man, I don't know if y'all been to a Houston Red Storm game, brother, but man, we put on the show, man. Yeah, we put
Yeah.
on the show, and get your boots ready, man. We got Don B Soul doing the halftime show. Like it's gonna be a show.
Okay. That's what's up.
He'll be on with us. I think he'll be on with us on next Monday. But we got,
Oh,
man, the home game, home opener, man, against the Gorillas too. The world,
yeah.
the world champs coming to the crib. Oh
Nah,
yeah, man,
nah,
it's
for
gonna be a
sure.
show, baby.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
got
nah,
any
for
more
sure.
questions for our guests, man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Go,
Going
go
back
ahead,
to
Coach
my
C.
brother, man. Now, beyond raising your championship trophy, what does the title mean for the future growth and the commercial footprint and long-term legacy of your organization moving forward, brother?
Man, it's just, man, I really, that's a great question. And honestly, I'm gonna be as direct as I can. Hosting the trophy is just a sign, just to show if I could just tap in on something different real quick. You know, my background. You know, I was locked up for a minute, had to get out and make some changes to adjust. But you know, I was a basketball player at one point in time and got locked up, lost scholarships and everything. So my grind was to get out here and make a difference for these young cats out here that didn't have no way to hoop. So you know, hoisting that trophy was a sign to me that dreams can be accomplished, goals can be made, and you know you can
Amen.
pave the way for a lot of these cats out here that's lost. So you know, me hoisting that trophy just gave me a sign to know, hey, you accomplished one goal. The next goal is to continue to give and give to these other ones out here that don't feel like it can happen. So, you know, that's the
Amen.
future for me is to continue to build and make a way for these young cats out here, man, and hope everybody else catch on and continue to do it too.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, we brothers cut from the same cloth, man. I've been there.
Nah, for sure.
I've been where you've been, brother. So I understand that, and I understand the victory in this. Trust me. I also
Yes, sir.
understand the victory in Christ. So
Yes,
I
sir.
get where it comes from, and so man, that just makes me more proud for you,
Yeah.
and your accomplishment, man. And for that, man, I somebody clap some hands up in here, man. There, that's worth
Okay.
Yeah.
hallelujah and amen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You know, because of our country and the recidivism rate, because of our uh, they call it a rehabilitation, but it's not. It's our warehouse system. Because of our warehouse system, to see brothers like yourself and myself who have actually made positive strides after getting out is few and far between, man. And I really love if I can't wait to be able to see you because I do plan on getting down that way, man. And I would love to see opportunities where we could go and show other brothers that there is something else out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I look forward to that. You know, I got my own little barbecue business too. So man, when you come, I'm gonna put you on some of this Texas smoke, man. Just to
That's
get
what's
you a
up.
couple of ribs and something
And,
in your system.
Hey, we
I'm
gotta get
I
into
look. I'm
that.
working on a worldwide name in barbering and cosmetology myself, as well as some other ventures that I'm dealing with. But barber, as a barber, my name is known all around. So if you got some folks that need some haircuts, when I get down there to eat them ribs, I got your heads.
Shit, I'm gonna put you in the dough. We'll just make something happen. We'll set something up. You can cut some heads, and I serve some plates. But definitely
Yeah.
get it
That's it.
going.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I'm
look,
That's
there.
what's up.
you talking about cutting some heads and feeding some bellies is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
I'm
Hey,
with
hey,
you
man.
on it.
hey.
And I'm
Hey,
talking about free, man. I want some kids in there and everything, man. I want some stuff. If I can try to schedule it to do a back to school thing, that where we can put it together and make a joint effort, between Houston and Dallas to try to cut some kids' heads for school for free, man, just so that they can
For
understand
sure.
and get something out of it, man.
For
yeah,
sure. I'm
yeah,
with
for
it.
real,
I'm
for
definitely
real.
with it. For sure.
Nah. Matter of fact, that's one thing that we're about to do a toy drive, man. Last year we did a toy drive in December, and man, we were able to serve over 350 families. We're trying to do 500 this year, and one of the things that's added is free haircuts. Something that a few of my barber friends are putting together, man. So, man, Ahmad, man, salute to you for real for what you've done in the DFW area, and I ain't gonna lie, man. And I tell everybody this, man. You know, the Houston Red Storm is like what you just said, man. Houston Red Storm is my ministry. You know, it's my
Yeah.
way of giving back, and
Hmm.
it's why we do what we do, man. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of that, man, then you playing for 10 bricks. Hey, you can't
Yeah.
beat that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
man.
saying?
That's what's
Hey,
up.
Yeah.
hey, we gonna come back, but we also gonna let the people know where they at. All right, check it.
When the weekend turns to Monday and the stars begin to shine, we're bringing you a message that'll stand the test of time. We got the wisdom in the building, keeping everything secure. A late night conversation that is positive and pure. Turn your radio up, tell your family and your friends. This is where the true community connection begins. It's a place for inspiration, it's a place for real talk. The most uplifting hour on your late night walk. We got Trusty Sean P, keeping everything on track. Deacon King Ace holding down the back, and guiding the ship with a word so clear. Reverend Larry on the mic is here. Trusty Sean P, Deacon King Ace, and your host, Reverend Larry. The mic is live right now.
All right, man. Look, welcome again to Late Night Talk with Reverend Larry. I am your host, Reverend Larry. I got my man, Trustee Sean P, and Deacon King Ace is in the building. My sister put on here. That's my sister, y'all. She's
Mhm.
asking, so fellas, just logging in. Question: is the podcast strictly basketball, or will we be covering NFL? We will be covering NFL, sis. Man, the NFL just been quiet. Like
Yes.
last year,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, and we were just talking about this right before the show started. Like last year, Shador Sanders was all about the headlines, all about NFL last year. But man, they just been so quiet. But look, not only just football, man. Look, y'all know I played baseball, so we gonna jump on that pennant race too. You feel me? And yes, I tell you what. Next Wednesday, bring the Black Girls Love Football group. Bring y'all three of y'all best talents. We're gonna talk some football next Wednesday. All right, that'll work. That'll
Amen.
work.
Amen. Amen.
Ace, you got something
I
else,
gotta
man?
brush up.
Yeah, brother Ahmad, man. Did I hear you earlier when you said that y'all kept getting close and close and close and close, and now y'all finally got over the hump.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep.
So I would assume, and then of course correct me. You were working, aiming to build a winning culture.
Exactly. Hmm. Yeah.
So with you building that winning culture, championship teams aren't built overnight, which is why it was
Mm.
a lost game by 5, lost game by 3, lost a game by 6, so on and so forth. From you being an owner and from your own personal perspective, what was the most critical decision you made during the offseason or for your roster assembly that set the foundation for this particular championship?
Cutting ties with some people that started the journey with me, and
Hmm. Mm.
that that's kind of one of those things where you got to separate it, man, because I had to come to grass to tell myself, and I prayed over it, but I had to tell myself too, though. I'm investing my time, I'm investing my money, I'm investing my hard work into this, so I can't make it a friendship. I got to make it about business. At the end of the day, it's business. It's a business ship. So in order for me to grow my business and make sure that my business is successful, I got to make decisions that might come back and haunt me later on. So
Right.
I had to cut ties with some people that I was really close to that was pretty good players, but they just didn't see my vision though. It was one of those
Amen.
things.
Amen.
I heard somebody say earlier when they lost the game, they wanted to go check the stats. What? You just got beat by 30 points. Why are you checking the stats? That
Bro, that
ain't
is
even
one of the
relevant.
Amen.
most
It's one
that's
of the
one of
most
the most
Hey,
irritating
annoying
things.
things.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
the one of the
yeah,
irritating.
most
so
annoying things, man. I swear, bro. I
yeah,
hate that.
and
Man.
that's why I had to make that choice. It's like, hey man, no hard feelings. You know, some of them went to other teams and they understood what it was like because they got BTA when they went to them other teams. Because it was like, now you seeing what my vision is. I got people over here that want to win. They want to travel and go play in other states and win. They ain't just doing it just for fun. So, you know, it's like that's kind of what it took to get where I'm at now. And then it's only getting better because of the mindset.
Man, you just said something, man. And once again, I had to sit back and question whether you were just talking about life in general or basketball, brother. Because God got a vision and a purpose for each and every one of us, man. And everybody that starts that journey with us ain't necessarily meant to see the victory with us. But at the
Exactly.
same time, we would not have had the victory without them, but they for a purpose and this and a period of time in our lives, and we have to know
Yeah,
when to let that go. So you
exactly.
saying that, man, that's basketball, that's life, man. You talking life
Yeah.
out here, whether you know it or not.
Yes,
You know,
sir. Yes,
and
sir.
for me understanding what you were explaining, that's also showing a level of you overcoming some sense of adversity because you have to ruffle some feathers in the midst of that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You have to ruffle some feathers.
absolutely.
Like you said, you have to lose some people, but you had to overcome some level of adversity in the midst of that.
Got to tear
Yes,
down,
sir.
root out. Got to tear it down and root it out before you can, and then build, plant.
Brother Ahmad, when you're overcoming, that adversity, whether it's internal, external, um, personal, meaning people that's really, really close to you, not just people that was on the team, right? But
Hmm.
anybody that could be connected to you that's supposed to, help you progress and move forward in a productive sense, or that was holding you back. Every championship path has its obstacles, as you just mentioned.
Hmm.
You kind of alluded to that already. Whether it's injuries, tough road trips, tight playoff games, um, players not coming prepared and ready to play. Like coaches don't have their schemes and plans prepared for the other team. What was it, the scouting reports not being fully and thorough for players to know who their matchup is supposed to be. It's a slew of things that could end up causing a lot of adversity within a championship run like you just had. What was the
Hmm.
biggest hurdle that you can say the Gorillas faced this year, and how did the organization pull together to overcome it?
I think the biggest hurdle was when like four of my key players went overseas. They left and went overseas.
Oh,
They got called up to
oh,
go, and I had to kind of. It was one of those things where you had to
oh.
get some guys that was backup, but get some guys that were still trying to learn the game to step up and take a hold of what was going on. But not only that, recruit people that was willing to learn and understand the system. So my biggest hurdle was just trying to keep guys afloat. And by the grace of God, I was able to do that. And it taught a lot of discipline. It taught a lot of structure, and it taught championship caliber. Because like not only that, that's why when I tell people when they talk about my team, I tell them 1 through 12, and they be like, "What you mean 1 through 12?" 1 through 12 gonna give you everything you want, whether it's offense or
Hmm.
defense. That's how it's built. You ain't got just one person go play defense and everybody shoot the ball. No, 1 through 12. When I sub them in, they coming in there. They gonna give you the same thing 1 through 5 just gave you, and you're gonna be like, well, damn, do they get tired? No, they don't get tired because they understand the assignment.
Man, you know what? This semi-pro space, that's one of the Achilles. When you have a good organization, you run it well, you have good coaches, and you have good players.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that doggone overseas nightmare hits, it ain't nothing you can do.
Ain't shit you can do
I've
about it.
lost it, man. Let me tell you something, man. I've lost in the last 5 years. I thankfully my guys play in China, so that's during the summer. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I've lost
Man,
four
that's
head
important,
coaches.
man.
I've lost four head coaches in the last
Yeah.
5 years, and all of them went to. I lost three head coaches and an assistant coach. I just hired an assistant 2 months ago. I lost him to a college in Michigan,
Mhm.
and he was gonna be an asset. So I'm now trying to, bruh. Ooh, I hated that overseas bug, man. I
Yeah.
hated that overseas bug. So I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Man. I lost
Yeah.
Josh Jones in 2009 to Qatar. And Josh
Yeah.
Jones was the face of my team. And you know how I market my squad. You know, we market our team like, you feel me? And for
Yeah.
the face of my team to leave to go to
Mhm.
Qatar, and I know he ain't coming back. He making
Mhm.
12 bands a month. He ain't coming back.
Yeah.
He coming back for
Mhm.
probably to give me $1 or two for some
Yeah.
gas, but he ain't coming
Yeah.
to play.
Nah,
You
for
know, but
sure.
when you have a caliber like that to leave your team, man, that overseas bug ain't no pump, man. Oof.
It
Ah,
hurts. It hurts.
oh man. You know, it does. Cause you can't say, man, come on, just wait till the end of the season. Cause man, come on, man.
Yeah. Nah,
Come
I ain't
on.
gonna get in the way of no money, especially when they
Nah.
got miles eating bills to pay. So yeah,
Exactly,
that
man. I tell them,
to
man.
me, I salute it. It's like a pat on the back because it's like, well, damn. I mean,
Yes.
because I
Yes.
know a few of my players and got jobs just off us going out of town, and it's actually been real scouts at the game, and I'm like, damn. And a couple of my guys and got some jobs off of that, so it's like to me, it's like shit, we doing something. So
You're doing
I
something
ain't gonna
right.
never
Yeah. Yeah.
get that bag. Go get that bag. We'll be here when you
Yeah.
get back.
Right. No, it's you're right. You're right. For the for the true let me tell you something, man. For the true semi-pro players and fans, man, do you know I would rather watch semi-pro basketball than NBA ball?
Hey, I
For
told
sure.
somebody that. No, I told somebody that a while back because the competition is different. You actually it's more
Yes.
competitive. Yeah.
The passion is there. The willingness to be coached is there.
Hmm.
And I'll say this: these guys are totally different from even guys that I had back 8 years ago, and that's because that they, not that the other guys weren't hungry, but every generation is hungrier, and they show it,
Hmm.
and they show it by being coachable. And so I love it. I live and breathe it, and I'm glad and I'm blessed to be vested in it. Y'all got anything for
No.
us? Anything else for our guests, man?
Yeah. I got you, man. And yeah, so man, you coming from, the community that you come from, man, and your fan base. You have a strong fan base out the DFW area, man. Your championship and victories belong just as much to the city as they do to your team. How has the energy from the DFW community fueled the team, you, and the fan base through this postseason? And how do you plan to celebrate this title with the fans?
Well, this title is for them. This is for DFW because I mean I ain't gonna lie, man. The last 4 times they've been there. I'm talking about the views, 3K, 4,000. People logging in, the whole city logged in. They comment, everybody rooting. And it's like it gives you that drive to continue to keep going. It's like, man, I gotta go back. I gotta compete because we right there on the edge. So it's like,
Hmm.
this trophy is definitely for the city. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely plan on going to get another one for the city. The main thing though, man, is just we're gonna have a ring ceremony on October the 3rd, and then we're gonna get the city to come out. My plan is to give a few tokens to the city, a few fans, kind of some shirts, some memorabilia. But we definitely gonna get back to the community because without them, it wouldn't be no us. So I'm definitely big on that.
Amen. Amen.
Hey, and one final question, just to put a little spark out there. Are we looking to repeat?
Absolutely.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh
Look,
oh. There's a whole new team coming up in the league now. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. They
so I
say they
gotta ask.
hungry too. They say they
Hey,
have to prove something. I ain't
hey,
gonna
you
name their
got
name.
everything. Everything come through us, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
you got a
facts.
point there. In order to be the man, you gotta beat the man. That's what I
Gotta beat the
always say.
man.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey
Exactly.
man, it's number respect, man. It's number respect. I love it, to be honest.
Hey, you know
I
what,
mean,
Larry? Though I got this for you, Larry. I want you to put this write this on your pad on your desk.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
hey, we come down there. We come down there. Hey, all I'm gonna say is in parentheses, Houston, we have a problem.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh.
Yeah.
Uh oh. H
Hey,
Town, be
hey.
careful, H Town.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's about to be some sparks in the city.
DFT
Is what it
coming.
sounds like.
hey, hey, man,
The DFW
hey,
coming.
hey.
The
Let me
DFW
just
coming.
respond to that and just say you are correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
no, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I know it's gonna be dope. I know it's gonna be fun. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Journaling
We got some
$15 like
Max
we
Headroom
always
going
do,
on. There we
and
go.
Hey, Rev, you're a
seats
little choppy.
$25. So
You're a little
y'all,
choppy right now,
hey,
Rev. You're a little choppy, man.
oh, I am.
Yeah,
How
you
about
went a little
now?
Max. You went Max Headroom on us for a minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
I
when you start
did.
talking, you was
Yeah,
like pop,
you
you was
went
like pop blocking and ticking. Like
yeah
Obviously,
you went
God
Oh,
didn't want that to be heard.
yeah, you went a little DJ Screw on us. We didn't know if you were chopping
right.
screw. But
for
Yeah.
real.
No, brother Ahmad, he might have been saying something outside of where he's supposed to right there, because he sure got
yeah,
cut clean.
uh-huh.
And y'all, look, in the words of Verizon, can you hear me now?
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
we did.
I knew during that moment God said, "Nope."
Nah, I was just putting a shameless plug out there. $15 tickets will be available September 1st for general admission, and $25 courtside seats. I mean, that's just what it is, man. And the beautiful thing about it is this, uh, man, the way the MBL has drawn up the playoff this season, we
Yeah.
may see each other. We may see each other. It's a possibility we may see each other uh, in the playoffs, in the
Well,
championship game.
Larry,
So,
all I'm gonna tell you, Mr. Larry, is just hope you on the other side.
well, I
Mm.
mean, as I tell others, it don't matter what side we on. The storm is
Okay.
coming. And
The
you just,
storm is
Look
coming.
him up.
yeah,
Hey,
get your galoshes and your umbrellas ready. That's all.
hey, you seen Godzilla. You seen Godzilla and King Kong, didn't you? They came through all them
Man,
storms.
Hey,
man.
Yeah,
Godzilla
yeah,
ain't want to play with though. So,
yeah, yeah. Well, the one true thing about
he the king
the
of all
eagle
monsters for a
is
reason. He the king of all
the one
monsters
true
for a
thing
reason.
about an eagle is it doesn't use any of its strength to fly through storms. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. It just glides,
Well,
and it
that
and
gorilla,
it picks
you know,
and it picks its prey. So
that gorilla,
it's
that gorilla only beat things down like drums.
Mm-mm.
we got
Hold
to
on, hold
we
on, hold
got
on,
to
hold on, hold on, hold
we
on,
got
Rev.
to we
I'm a drummer now. Hold on, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. We don't just
man,
beat any
look,
we don't just beat anything, but we put a little
you
rhythm and
know,
groove to it so everybody else can
man,
move when it's time to. That's what Michael Jackson did
with
in his music.
this,
So that's what we do.
Man.
tonight is about the champions. You know what I'm saying?
It's about y'all. It's about you guys. So
it's
now y'all
about the
be
champions. I'm a
I got
gentleman
you,
about
Larry.
mine.
We just gotta have a little fun, man. But I
Oh
definitely,
man, I love it. I love it.
I definitely appreciate y'all having me on and the love and the hospitality, man. I definitely appreciate it. I mean,
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's
it,
always great to have competitive fun too, where people,
Oh
where
yeah,
people
man, yeah.
be so
Yes.
they won't take it so offensive,
Yes.
right? Because it's man, we're older. We care about a lot of things, right? But you can't hold on to certain things where you want to be competitive. It's them conversations
Yeah.
with the family playing spades or your uncles and grandparents playing domino.
Yes.
They're enjoying
Yeah.
themselves, but they ain't getting crazy out here. Right? That's what this
You
is.
know,
Now, mind you,
and for
you don't want to
me,
lose. You don't want to lose, but at
no,
the
of
same
course, but for me, it
time,
goes what it's not. I have not seen a show anywhere where you've had four brothers, first and foremost honoring Christ and honoring the spirit of competition and having a good time doing it. Without any argument, without any backlash. This is something that you build. It's a building block and it helps the MBL. It helps the show. It helps the MBL. It helps the gorillas. It helps the Red Storm to know that we have men of faith. When I look around in most churches nowadays, I see a lot of sisters in there. I see the mothers in there praying. It's not a whole lot of men up in there. So to have four men of faith standing in a program and giving a segment to where we can talk God and talk competition and talk victory in competition and all being supportive of one another, even though two are now going to be competing against each other. This is beauty, man. This is how it was meant to be.
Man,
Absolutely.
at the end of the day, man, like, you build your organization for times like these, man. You know,
yeah,
and to have a powerhouse, basketball organization up in the DFW area, that's nothing but complimentary to what you are.
yeah.
And that's why I wanted, like I said, I wanted him on the show Monday, but man, I know that man mine wasn't right after celebrating in Atlanta either.
Yeah, he had to enjoy. He had to
You know
enjoy
what I'm
himself
saying?
all the way. He had to enjoy
Oh
himself
man,
all
most definitely. Cause look, if he would have called me after a night like that, bro, I don't know if he would have got me or my voicemail. You feel me? So
Hey,
Man,
you definitely was gonna get that voicemail because that
I
drive slowed
already
me
know.
down.
I already know.
hey.
I already know. No, man, I
Mhm.
already know, man. So, fortunately, man, we won the bid this year to host the championship weekend. The week, it's gonna be a week. And man, all roads lead to Houston, man. So we excited. We excited, man. And shoot, man, we got DFW champions gonna be representing the tech. Like, man, I tell people that's nothing like Texas culture basketball, bro.
Nah, for real.
Mm.
This
yeah,
this year is a statement, bro. You got the Austin Bats won the ABA championship, and you got DFW won the national championship, bro. That's a statement, dog. Like
hmm
Absolutely.
Texas
I'm just sitting here thinking, man, to be
culture,
quite
man,
honest with you,
culture.
excuse me, Texas in itself has enough cities to support enough teams, man, where y'all gonna have a whole franchise, a league to yourselves almost, man. Yet alone playing other
Nah,
people. Y'all,
facts.
y'all have it there.
Yeah,
It's such a big state. Texas is such a huge state. Like you said, you got Austin, you got Laredo, you got San Antonio, you got Dallas, Fort Worth, you got Houston. Man, we could go on and on. Y'all have enough to create a league of your own. But
yeah.
I'm glad
man.
Seriously,
Let
that
me
you are
yeah.
ask
getting
you.
out.
Seriously, out of,
Let
out
me
of, out of
ask
the
you.
major cities that's in Texas, no, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah,
Trey.
let me ask you this, Ahmad. How are you able? Because you got a few teams around you. How are you able to navigate, still market, still be successful with those other, I don't know. So y'all are situated in Dallas, right? Y'all are in Dallas?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So the other teams kind of like in Fort Worth, Grand Prairie, Arlington, are they situated like that?
No, they all
Man,
everybody is DF. That's why mine is called the DFW Gorillas because we are. I have Dallas, Fort Worth. I got a mixture of all the cities together. So and
okay.
my whole thing is I just build a culture, man. It's like one mind, one sound. If you're a great owner, you're a great leader. Great leaders get people to follow. That's how it goes. And when they see
Yeah,
that
Absolutely.
you taking care of the business and your organization is solid, you traveling and you ain't nowhere and ain't nobody used to seeing you do nothing, then ain't nobody gonna want to be a part of that. People want to travel and go showcase their skills and be a part of something that's meaningful. So that's my whole goal with it. I just try to set it up to where these guys will have something to talk about when it's over with. And seeing
Snap.
my guys on Saturday, they was hoisting that trophy and they was just like, man, we finally got one, man. And it took us to do this and do that. So it's like that to me, that meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? It had
Yeah,
old cat and tears a little bit, man, because it's like, man, damn, me coming from where I came from and what I've been through, and now it's like the journey finally starting to come around. I'm starting to hit the curve now, so it's like it just make
yeah, yeah.
you go harder the next season, man. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
You
it's
got that
it's
trophy with you
it's
got that you got that trophy with you right now, man.
now
You
it-
know
it's
that's where
it's
he
put
walking
up.
to.
I ain't got it right. It's put up, man, because
Ah,
I'm putting the
Nah,
yeah,
go
I'm
ahead and throw it in
moving.
his face one time.
No,
Yeah.
man, I wanted to see.
I
I
ain't got
wanted
it.
to.
I ain't
One
got
of
it
the
with me
players
because
got it. It's
He
moving
said
it
he wanted to touch it.
a different. Yeah, I'm moving Friday until house Friday, so I'm getting everything put together. It's put up, so I'll let you see it Friday. I'll
okay.
take a picture up for you. I'll call you, let you
Hey,
see it.
Yeah,
safe
yeah,
keep. Look,
yeah,
safe
yeah,
keeping.
man.
Look, safe keeping, ain't it? Look.
Yeah, yeah. He got that
Yeah,
smile on
man,
his
it's just
face.
like a
Tells you, you know that thing in plenty of bubble wrap.
hey,
But see, that's the
it's just like
but that's
it's
the genuine. That's still the genuine smile of it still being relevant for him, and he's still happy
Yeah,
yeah,
about
yeah,
it. But
exactly.
it is
Oh
fresh. It
Hey,
yeah,
is
so,
man. Facts.
and man,
guess what? I went out and got me a black cherry geek bar today, man. That thing is on point.
a
this
Man,
black
dude,
cherry geek
this
bar.
dude here is something else, man.
Yeah, yeah.
What is
You
that?
know, we vapors over here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. I got the good blackberry, the black cherry, man. The black cherry, geek bar, man. That thing is on point, man.
Hey,
yeah, man.
brother Ahmad, man. The trustee be having me going with some of his takes, man. I have to puff all 5, 6 of mine up at times, man.
Hey, check this out. Hey, brother Ahmad, I hit him with something one time. He took an inhale so deep, man. I thought his lung was gonna bust.
Yeah, yeah,
Look,
yeah. That's what
he
them
over here trying.
kings do, man.
He's like, D, you gonna say something? I'm still inhaling. Like,
He
hey,
was.
look,
Yeah.
I was inhaling so long it looked like I was frozen.
I've been very, very good today.
Ahmad.
My panel mates will tell you I've been extremely good today because I've been, number one, I'm happy for you, brother, and I'm proud of what you've accomplished.
Yeah,
So
Nah, for sure.
I've been keeping it out of the out of the I have them striving, man. I can see you should see the little beads of sweat jump up off of Reverend Larry's head sometimes, man. And then you got my brother Deacon. Deke over there start. He don't get the sweats. He gets the puffs. He'll get into that daggone vape, man, and it'll go from 100 puffs to 67 in one.
Nah, for real.
nah,
Man,
look, everybody on their best behavior right now. But the topics that we have for
hey,
tonight is gonna turn very quickly. It's gonna
oh, it's
turn
gonna
very
turn
quickly.
very quick. And that's
Now
hey, hey, look. Now look, Ahmad, if you want to stick
I'm
around
on
and
medication.
get what
Y'all might be in good hands tonight.
hey, if you want to stick around and get if you want to stick around and get what
Because
with our segment, man.
it will get intense in a few minutes. I can assure you of
Yeah,
that.
it's going. Hey, we got your boy James Boogie in the gym, but he listening. Shout out to you,
What's
Boogie.
up, Boo?
Hey,
What's
what's up,
up,
Boogie?
Boo?
Uh,
Hey,
but no, man, if you wanna,
brother Ahmad, that's my co-host for what we do on our channel. So
yeah,
yes,
man,
Already. Already.
yeah. So, but if you wanna stick around and be a part of what we about to get off into, man, I just want to say one more time, man, man, we salute you, brother. We applaud you, man. Real for
Nah, for
real.
sure. For sure.
Like I said, and it ain't, man. I know we learning one another, man, but it ain't nothing fake about me, bro. I for real
Nah.
salute you. I'm
Nah,
proud
for
of you,
sure.
man. And I'm like I said, I've been watching your journey because I got to do my due diligence, but I've been watching your journey, man, and you guys y'all gonna deserve this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't
Yeah.
and it ain't run wrong with one Pete. It's nothing wrong with one
hmm
Pete, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm proud of you.
you see,
Just,
he slipped
just a
Yeah, I
he
little,
caught
slipped that
that.
in there. He
little
I
slipped that
caught
in
snickering
there.
in
that.
there. Just a little snickering in there.
I caught that.
He tried to
I
slip that
caught
in
that.
there, man.
I caught that. I
No,
caught
man, but
that.
no, for real. No,
Hey,
no, but I'm
I caught
genuine.
that.
I'm very genuine. I'm very genuine when I salute somebody, man. Ain't nothing playing about me when it comes to that. Um, I salute somebody when they win something, man. I respect that, and like I said, I've watched your journey, man, and you guys deserve that. And I think honestly, like the way you guys like my wife and I, we watched the game together. The way you
Hmm.
guys took over the game, you feel me? That's
Hmm.
man, I tell people, man, that Texas culture of basketball is different.
Yeah. Oh
Man,
yeah.
we did
Yeah.
a sweep. We did a smooth sweep this year, dog.
And
Two
that's kind of
two
scary
pick.
because y'all have been well known for your football, and now you starting to pick up
Right,
basketball and get that
right,
same culture to
right.
basketball as you had the football, man. And then on top of that, y'all always had an underlining of baseball, so y'all starting to really take over.
Yeah, man. It's becoming, man. It's becoming, man. But I'll say this, and this is why I wanted him to be a part of the show tonight, is because I just don't invite anybody's program on my platform. Like you
Hmm.
gotta
Right.
be
Right.
something. You can't look up and win or just be a semi-pro team. Like you gotta
Hmm.
know how to make this thing work, man. I tell
Nah,
people
for sure.
as a owner, you're the vessel, you're the sail of the vessel, all right,
Hmm.
and you're the wind that blows into the sail to allow the vessel to move. You're all those three things. So we ain't got money like Mark Cuban, baby. You feel me?
Nah, for
So you're
sure.
all those,
Nah, for real.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah. Nah,
you
for
got to
sure.
make all those things work, and you have to put staff around those things in order for you not to tire yourself out. So
Hmm. Yeah.
um, again, dog,
But
salute to you. Let me
yeah, no
ask you
doubt.
this: we finna jump in our segment, but man, let me ask you this:
Man, I
who
had a
is the
question.
face
I
of
had a
the?
question for him too, man. Oh,
And you can get him after I get him. Who's the face of the NBA right now, man? Who's the face
The
of the NBA
face
right now?
oh
of the
man,
NBA,
yeah, of the
Of the
NBA.
NBA.
the face, I would have to say, ooh, face of the NBA. That's a good one. We going young or old?
It's all
The
based
Right
on
now,
what
as
face.
of right
based on
now,
your
as
preference
of
and
The
right
based
now, who
face.
would you
on
say?
based on what you know, the talent that
I
we've
mean,
seen, who's
I,
who's
I
who's
mean,
who's made a stamp on the game, all of that as of right now.
I mean, if you gonna go just off of who just did the made the NBA what it is, you have to go LeBron with the. I mean, with what he got going on and how he put the NBA on hold just for a goddamn trade clause. Excuse my language, but uh, far as the face though, far as the face of the league right now, I gotta go with my boy Ant Man. Gotta
Hey
go with
man,
Ant.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
that's
You
that's
know,
that, that's
it's
that's
it's a
fair
lot.
because that's
It's a
fair because
lot, man.
in the
There,
opening of the show, I brought up Wimby, I brought up Kay Cunningham
Wimby tough.
as
Wimby,
far as who you could look at as being the face because Ant Man has the charisma, he has
yeah,
the charm,
yeah,
he has the marketable smile and personality. The
yeah.
question now for Ant is being in the league 6 7 years now is when
Can
is
he
he gonna
get over
turn
the
the
hump?
corner?
Can he get over
When
the
he
he
gonna
hump?
got the
turn the
Yeah,
baby
corner?
mama drama
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Right. And so
yeah,
one of the things off court not gonna, affect him on court.
yeah.
Right,
Now, if you
right.
say
So
that,
when you
if
look at
you
the
put it
face,
like
it's a
that,
lot of things that you can factor into. What you
you
got,
put it
Muhammad?
like that, you put it like that, you got to go with Wimby. I have to go with Wimby. I
I'm
have
gonna
to
throw
go.
somebody in the mix now that I think is getting ready to jump up a little bit.
Oh
Who
Lord,
who is who,
here you go.
man,
Brunson,
I knew
Jalen Brunson.
I
Well,
knew
you
he was
know
gonna say
what?
that.
Okay,
It
you know what?
ain't. It
Because
ain't.
he just
It
won, I don't
ain't.
deny that. I don't deny
Yeah,
that.
it
Yeah,
ain't. It
yeah.
ain't just that he gonna jump up though. It's about culture, man. Because if Mark Cuban don't sell the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson never goes to New York.
And
So
Absolutely,
Luca don't get traded either.
and Luca don't get traded. So you got to look.
absolutely.
Ooh,
Mark Cuban knew the talent. You had another guy come in and thought he was bigger than the program, and now he ain't got a job. But that's how that goes, though. And it's like,
Facts.
like you
Facts.
gotta you gotta be smart, man. This dude is I call him the 5 foot giant killer, because Bronson is
Man,
he a monster, man.
Hey,
He's a
he
yes he
monster.
I'm
is.
a I'm
His
I'm gonna
hey,
heart,
say
his
this.
heart
he a
outweighs
brute. He
anything
a brute.
athletic or otherwise about him. It's
Yeah,
his heart.
he
He a
definitely
brute.
different, bro.
He
He
definitely
Let me
an
did.
say
undersized
this.
bruiser,
Let
man.
let me say this, man. And I respect Tibbs. I respect Tibbs. I do. But I think, and I gotta stand on this, man, from what I know. If Mike Brown would have had the Knicks 2 years ago, then hands down, Jalen would have been the face, no question.
Oh
Yeah,
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 absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, he
I
didn't.
I,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
honestly,
and they
yeah.
be working
because
on either two-peat or three-peat right about now.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's facts.
And
That
then
is facts
And
because
then Jalen Brunson will be put in different conversations that people can't deny at that point. Like he's being
it,
denied in certain
ex,
conversations right now because of the cultural balance that certain players had and the star power that their name carried, meaning like your Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson,
Right, right,
he's in a tier of his own from a cultural sense. He
right, right.
made not to say it this way, but it's the honest truth. He made what we value from hip hop and music and how we carry ourselves for who we are as African Americans popular.
Yeah,
yeah,
I can't compare Jalen Brunson to that because Jalen Brunson didn't come from that same type of upbringing.
Mhm.
no,
To be
nah,
fair,
no,
he's had his dad with him along that journey, so much so that his dad is coaching on the same team he just won a championship with. AI
right,
absolutely.
right,
Even Kobe didn't have that, and Kobe had
yeah,
some hip
yeah,
hop,
Yeah.
experience. He did have some of the cultural experiences,
but AI was a
but he
different
did not have that
conversation.
type of drive. And as it comes to a face that changed the way the game is played as well, you can't count out Steph Curry.
No, no, Steph Curry for sure, for sure. But
wow, Steph,
Definitely can't
I
count
wouldn't
him
put
out.
Jalen Brunson in a Steph Curry conversation. But I was just bringing up guys that Jalen Brunson has been compared to because he won a
Yes,
championship finally.
Yeah.
right.
He's been compared to Allen Iverson. He's been compared to Chris Paul. He's been compared to John Stockton. He's been compared to once again Allen Iverson. A lot of those guys are Hall of Famers. Chris Paul will be a future Hall of Famer. Kyrie Irving will eventually be a Hall of Famer.
Definitely.
So
But to
what
compare him to
y'all
other guys in an unfair
what
light to me, all because he won, that means his star power was already there. It's just we're not paying attention to him because of
Well, you
maybe
know
the
what?
way
I don't think it's just
the
so
way it
much
looked.
that he won. It was in the way that he won. It was the way he took over games.
he won that
And
motherfucker. I mean, excuse my language. He
he,
won it
Well,
decisively.
I'm saying it based on the
he,
eye test though. The
he,
eye
he
test don't
wanted that.
the eye test don't give you
Yeah.
that Jalen Brunson is the type of player that you want to look at, but he made you have to look at it.
Had to. And I'm
He
going to be
definitely
honest
did
with you.
that.
I have
Yeah, he
not
definitely
seen
did that.
anybody take over a basketball game from a third into the fourth quarter the way he took it over during that series since
Ain't,
No,
the
no,
GOAT.
it's
ain't
no, no,
nobody,
no, not
Since
no,
the
ain't no,
not
GOAT.
ain't,
one series. The
yeah,
playoff
ain't
run.
nobody done that since Kobe. Kobe and
Yeah.
Mike
Well,
MJ.
and
D Wade
MJ, I'll give Kobe.
did
Yeah,
it too.
definitely Kobe.
D Wade did it in '06. D Wade did it in '06.
Yeah, we'll give you D Wade.
I'm gonna tell
But
you
I'm
that.
What?
just saying that the,
So
the
what was
complete
what?
dominance.
But
Woo!
brother Bond,
So
I'm
tell me,
biased. Way
tell
my
me.
guy. So I'm a little biased.
I come from the
No, but
way,
you're
but
right
tell
about
me
that. It
this.
biased or not, we don't want to forget that he did have an
So
incredible series.
we sleeping on somebody. I want y'all to tell me. I'm gonna see how y'all feel about this person though. And I want to know, is it just a team, or if he go to Golden State, will he resurface? What y'all think about Kawhi Leonard? Because Kawhi Leonard is definitely top 10 in the NBA,
Yeah, I'm going to
hands
say
down.
something,
Yeah,
man. That,
yeah. No, no. I mean, we had that
yeah,
conversation.
the
We had that
Toronto
conversation.
series really proved to me that he
Yeah,
was about his business. It's hard. It's
yeah,
easy to get lost when you're dealing with Pablo
yeah.
Wrestling folks down there. It's easy to get
We
lost in
talked
the shuffle
about
because of the way he plays his players. But when he went to
yeah.
Toronto, he showed me that he was that man.
yeah.
Nah, for
He
sure. Yeah.
we actually talked about Kawhi. We actually right before you came on, we were talking about Kawhi because Popovich, traded Kawhi to Toronto like a punishment.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
understand that.
And
It
he
was
did
well,
nothing but make a championship out of it,
yeah. I mean, but it's
which
you
showed Pop,
understand
hey,
it.
hey, Pop,
You
I'm the catalyst.
Yeah.
that's it. It's a smart man would never give any team in his conference that kind of up. So what he
Right.
did, he flung Kawhi way east where
Way
he
to the
couldn't
east.
be found.
No, he
And
didn't fly.
he
No, he didn't just fly him way east. He took him out the country.
He took his
No,
ass
I
out the
said
country.
I didn't say
Put his ass
fly.
in Canada.
I mean,
Hey, I
Canada
didn't
is
say
cool, but
fly.
I'm saying he took him out the country. He needed to put him in.
I
He needed to put
said
him out the country.
I said flung.
Flung,
Oh, so he on a
flung,
boomerang. He on a
fly,
boomerang. He on a boomerang.
kicked,
So, but he
Oh
ain't
booted,
yeah,
catch it.
he
whatever he did,
he
he
flung
put
it.
him as far away as possible. It's
He sure
aside from
did.
putting him on a
But
Euro
it, but
League
it but
team.
it backfired though because he ended up winning when he left that 1 year.
Exactly.
Bro.
Every card that was necessary for him to win happened. The magical bounce
It,
on the
it,
rim
it,
with the touch of his shot in the corner to send the 76ers home failed. You had Klay
yeah.
I'm
Thompson go
just
down, and then you had KD who scored 11 points in the first few minutes of the game. Like the first 2 minutes of the game, he had 11 points. After that, he ruptured that Achilles the rest of the way. After that, the rest of the series was history.
it's the perfect storm. Perfect storm.
So
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
but
see,
as far as Kawhi Leonard goes, he's top 10. But the only question, it's the same thing for Anthony Davis.
I
Anthony Davis
can't
would
I
You know,
can't
Anthony
the
Davis would
only thing that I
be
can
top
think of,
10 if he played, but he don't play
the,
enough.
yeah,
Kawhi,
I
we
right,
can't
see
put him
Kawhi
top
Leonard.
10.
the only thing I can think of that even comes close to that it is the many years that we saw Tom Brady winning in New England, but we couldn't determine whether or not it was Brady or whether it was Belichick. And then the year that he
Woo!
goes down and
Woo!
plays elsewhere, he
Tell-
wins.
Yep.
It's the
Woo!
same circumstance with Popovich. We didn't know whether it was Popovich or whether it was Kawhi. But then take Kawhi and put him somewhere else. What did he do? He won.
Woo! Yeah, yeah, and
We know it's Popovich because he was winning before he got Kawhi, so that's not even a thing.
no,
Well,
well, yeah,
you can
but
say that, but
yeah,
so
but
was Belichick.
Well, there you go. So
no,
so so,
no,
So
so
no,
yeah,
Belichick wasn't winning
Belichick
it
did it
this
with
way.
Bledsoe.
hmm?
He did it where?
He Bledsoe got them in there. Brady took it home. So it's hard to say whether it was the quarterback or was it the coach. But
Well,
when you take
I'm
the
gonna
coach
say
out of the
this.
situation and you take that system out of the situation, you put them in an entirely different system on a totally different team, and you get the same results. Maybe it just ain't the coach.
all we know
Well,
is Brady left and still won, and Belichick haven't since.
Hey y'all,
facts.
I gotta get ready for work, man, and lay my ass
Okay.
down.
Hey
All right,
man, that's
man.
what's
Look,
up.
Yeah.
Hey,
hey,
brother, we
salute to
appreciate you,
your
man.
champ. Salute to your champ.
Nah, for sure, man. I
No
appreciate you
doubt, no
guys
doubt,
for
no
having me
doubt.
on, man. For
Salute to
sure.
your champ,
Appreciate
man.
it.
All
Y'all be
right, man.
safe,
All
man.
right.
I look forward to you coming down here and get some of that barbecue too, man. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming with clippers in hand. No, I'm gonna come. In fact,
Already.
I'm coming with my clippers in the case because I'm gonna need my hands in first to eat some of that barbecue.
Nah, for
I
sure.
got a few
All
left
right,
first.
man. All
Hey,
right,
Yeah, all
salute
man.
right,
to
You
your
bro.
guys
man.
be safe, man.
All right.
All
All
right,
right,
man.
brother, we
All right.
appreciate you.
That was all right, man. I appreciate having that
Nah,
brother
man.
on, man. And just
Yeah,
as a
man. He
recap,
was.
the first and foremost thing that came out of his mouth and how he built what he built was God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, man. He
You know,
good dude. Good dude. He run a
Yep.
real good organization. And man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like that home opener gonna be tough.
Mm.
It
hmm
is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying that that's gonna be an easy dub or easy
None of that.
win.
Yeah,
No,
it's gonna
they
be a
champions
dogfight.
for a reason.
Yeah, it's
No,
gonna be a
most definitely it's
dogfight.
gonna
absolutely.
be a dog.
Yeah.
But he has a very, very respectable program, a very respectable organization, and it's gonna be a dog fight, man.
Man, we got to get back to the face of this NBA. Hold on.
What you
So,
got?
so people still believe in LeBron as the face of the NBA.
I don't. I don't
No,
anymore. I think that his
no.
time is past. I think there's younger players out here now who are more deserving of that. And it's not that LeBron isn't still marketable, but at some point in time, you got to pass the torch. And I think his torch has been passed, man. It's just that simple.
I'll
You know, you
say,
have other players out there.
Ahmad says something that, a lot of people um, they agree when he said that, LeBron held the league up. Um, I think he
Oh, it
held
is me.
Adam Silver. I think he held Adam Silver up. To be honest, I don't think he held the league up. I think I think honestly, the league was like, bro, come on, pick already. But I think he held Adam Silver up because Adam Silver has a job, and he knows and he understands that LeBron ain't going to, the Charlotte Hornets. He knows he's not going to, the Dallas Mavericks. He knows this. He knows wherever LeBron goes, it's going to be a
Ship
marquee
worthy.
team. Well, no, I'm just a marquee team. Like the
Absolutely.
LA Laker. It's not going to be the LA Clippers. It
No.
it will be the LA Lakers. It's not going to be Houston Rockets. It would be San Antonio. A polarizing organization where, man, look,
I mean, the immediate opportunity to win is available in Philadelphia. Clearly, is what he said. He believed he has a better opportunity to win there.
yes,
However,
but
however,
here,
I,
wait. Watch this though. Watch this, Ace. This is deep. This is where I'm going though, because watch this, man. Guess who else is in the running for eyes on Christmas Day?
Hmm.
The NFL. The NFL.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the NBA has coined Christmas Day as theirs, like what, 14, 15, almost 20 years ago. And now for the
Yeah.
NFL to kind of put their stamp, like, no, it's open season. So
And
I think
and
he
they have
held
been
up Adam
doing better
Silver.
viewer wise too. The viewership has been better
Yes,
because they've had better games. Better. It's just been
better
a
matchups.
better
Yes,
matchups, better games, and it hasn't been. NBA been under some. It's been losing a lot of firepower over there, Chris. Even LeBron, I want to say a couple years ago, was talking about the
look,
NBA on Christmas is back, and then and it didn't happen. It didn't
but
happen.
there's a few reasons why the NBA, from a marketing sense, has lost a lot of money though too. Although there are all of these TV deals coming out, and a lot of these guys are being paid the substantial amount of money that they're making, due to inflation in some areas as well. There are too many. There are too many platforms to watch your
Yeah,
games on.
yeah,
You're split because what you're doing that you're splitting your viewership
your
across
viewership, absolutely.
multiple platforms instead of it allowing you to get your best data on one platform.
Right.
If
well,
like
I have to, I
just think
have,
about it. Just think about it real quick. If you have games on Hulu, you have games on NBA TV. We're not talking about the NBA, not just the NBA
Turn a
app, not
broadcast,
the
all
NBA
this stuff.
league has. We're talking about actual apps you have to get. Prime Video, Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime.
Amazon,
You have to get all of these apps just to be able to watch a game.
YouTube TV.
You have to realize how many other apps you have to get to pay for just to watch the games, which is going to add to the viewership numbers.
well, this is why I have to push back a
No,
little on that because
well,
we were talking
hold on, real,
about
real, real quick, real
earlier.
quick. No,
Oh,
but real
go
quick,
ahead,
real
go ahead,
quick.
go ahead, go
But the
ahead, go ahead.
reason why the viewership from that standpoint becomes down is because if I have an Amazon Prime account and I have a big screen TV and a setup, I invite 30 of my friends over. Cool, that's 30 people here. How many other people across America have already thought of that? How many people across the world have thought about, well, hey, I know one of my homeboys who's going to be showing the game already. Why am I going to go get an Amazon account that I don't have to get to watch this game? I can go to his
And
house and
I'll
watch.
agree. I'll agree because my
So what it
cousin,
does, it starts
unfortunately,
cutting it down. It starts dwindling down how many people are actually watching it because they do the viewership by the number of TVs and satellites that pinpoint who's watching it.
Well, this is
I have
again why I'm
I
pushing.
have family
This is
that
why.
lives very close to each other, and I will say this much: come Sundays or Saturday and Sundays, man, on the weekends. If it's a basketball game or a football game on, we're all at one house or the other house, or sometimes a split between the two, depending on what's going on with the family. Some may have something, he might have one thing going on there, he might be making the food, but down here, we might be having the party down on this end. So we might go up there for an hour or two and have some food and then shoot back down and have the party on, or for the second game on this end. And you got it, and you're right, because viewership doesn't show all of the eyes that are actually watching on those venues. It's not giving the good Nielsen that it should be given by understanding. Okay, yeah, we got one set, so only that one set is being counted as opposed to the amount of eyes that's watching that one set, which it could be 20, 30 people in there.
I'll say this, man. I gotta push back a little bit because of where
It's what you
everything is
do.
heading. You know,
It's what you
but
do. Push.
it's where everything is heading. So when we were talking about boxing earlier, okay, and how everybody was bashing the zone, DAZN. Everybody was bashing the zone. Like you had PBC with Fox Sports and Showtime. You had Top Rank with ESPN, okay, and you had Matchroom with the Zone, and you had Golden Boy Promotions with the Zone. Now, all of these are top four boxing promotion companies, right? And the
Mhm.
argument was like, man, Golden Boy had a fighter that wanted to fight PBC, but because PBC had an agreement with Showtime and Golden Boy Productions had a deal with the Zone, the two couldn't meet. Okay,
Mhm.
but everybody was talking about the Zone, like, man, why would you put boxing or why would you put pay per view on a phone, the app, and all this, that, and the third? And now that was 5 years ago. No, that was 3 years ago. Matter of fact, that was 2 years ago. Watch this. All of those promotion companies I just mentioned, Top Rank, that was with ESPN. Guess where they are now? The Zone.
Mhm.
PBC, who was with Amazon, Showtime, and Fox Sports. Guess where they are? Guess where they are now? The Zone. What am I saying? Convenience. Convenience. Because here's the thing, you no longer have to go into a sports bar to go watch a football game. You can sit there and watch it. Everybody has, look, the numbers are already out there. Everybody has a Prime account. So it's nothing you have to go out and get. Everybody has Netflix.
Everyone don't. What they
No,
do, what
no,
they do, and
I'm
what they
not.
started to do was share it,
Okay,
and they
generally,
got
listen,
multiple people on them.
generally speaking, because the number speaks for themselves. Okay, generally speaking, everybody is a Prime. Are you a Prime member of Amazon? When you buy something, you get it in one day?
I'm not,
Yeah.
but my lady is.
Right.
But
Right.
that's what. But if I'm the
So
one
in your
watching,
household,
hold on.
but it,
If I'm the one watching it, but she has the account, how many other people can get access to the account just to be able to watch what we're trying to watch? That does not guarantee that the viewership is going to be up because it's still one account that's watching it. That's what
it's
I'm
in
saying.
a
Right. Yeah.
household
That's what I'm
because
saying.
it's
It's not just
already
It's not just one household. I
no
can
no
be
no no
here.
no.
I can
What
be
I'm
here in.
saying
I can be
is
here in Houston.
it's already in a household. And I'm gonna tell you this, brother.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what brings the numbers down. Because yeah, it's in one household. You got to think about it. You can go and stay at a hotel or someone's Airbnb and log into it with your credentials. But it's still your household and your
Yeah.
credentials for that one. Although your stuff is still logged in
But
somewhere else at home for your family to still watch. And I'm telling you that based on
I
someone who
can tell you
travels.
what else hurt boxing a lot
I
too.
travel a lot for for my purposes that I travel for. I can go to
Well,
somewhere
look,
else under the same account, but because it's the same account, the viewership is not viewed the same because it's still under the same account.
the
You can
data
allow more
spec the
more
data
than one person to watch on one account, which is why Netflix allow you to have up to almost 5 people an account. Up to 4 or 5 TVs can watch on the same account. Now, mind you, 4 or 5 people can have the same account and watch on it, but how many people are actually watching their TV? It can be 20 people per account, but it's still one account.
but
So
there's hey look,
you can have up to
it
120 people watching it, but they
but
won't be
but
accounted for
here's
because it's only one
but
account.
here's but here's where you're missing. And it's not about getting subscriptions, because again, subscriptions are a prerequisite. That's already done. The
But how
data
do
already shows it. Hold on.
how do you bar the viewership if there are
Here's
multiple people on one account though? How do you bar
it
that?
doesn't, because here's the thing. You just mentioned 5 people in one account. Now let's just say 3 of those 5 are men. So you know they're going to watch football, or you know they're going to watch basketball. That's 6 eyes. Yes, on that one account, but that's 6 eyes watching the product go across that screen.
But can I
So
also throw in something
honestly,
else? I got one thing to throw at you. I got one thing to throw at you too. It's
Misconception.
specific to boxing.
It's 6
Specific to the
eyes.
boxing.
It's 6 eyes, but there's 30 people in the room, so it's more than 6 eyes actually watching it.
And you're no longer at home. You're in your driveway. You're at the mall. You're at the gym. You no longer have to wait till you get home to watch. You no longer have to do that now. It's in your hands.
I'm just asking, how are we looking at the numbers of how they're looking at viewership? Is it how many people have the subscriptions? How many people actually log in for you to know that they're actually watching it? Because they do it based off how many people are showing it on their television at home. If it was actual TV channel, but it's not.
Yeah, but
TV
that data,
anymore. It's not the actual
but that data is old. Yeah, but that data is old now. Nobody's watching it. That data is so old now. Like it's crazy how
it's old because people log in with email addresses and actual passwords now. That's how they understand how many people actually watch.
But they got
me, you, and Trustee can watch on one TV the same thing. That's 6 eyes on one account.
That's all they care about.
But that brings down the number of how many people are actually viewing it because you don't have an accurate number. It could be more, or it could actually be less, but you won't know because not as many people are logging in. Because why am I going to pay extra when I can just go to my brother's house? If I can go to my cousin's house. Hey, my grandmother already have all the subscriptions and channels. Hey, grandma, you mind if I come and watch it with you?
So I was questioning
you
can't go to Grand because she gonna catch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy first.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
I was questioning that. I was questioning the Amazon deal from the NFL side and the NBA side because I was like, man, so because Thursday night football is real huge, and then I kind of saw how Amazon Prime did the NBA. And so I went to go look at the data. So I was saying, I'm like, man, how is it going to work? But you have no more TNT. Now, I think, honestly, the smart thing to do, which they got to go where the money is. But if I was Kenny Smith, if I was Barkley, if I was Shaq, I would have gone to Amazon before I would have gone to ESPN.
No, ESPN paying them.
But ESPN is the leader in sports, though, man.
Look, man, they paying them big bucks.
Okay, but watch, look, hold on.
ESPN
and they are, but I'm not saying they are, but look how they handling them though. They're not being shown as often as you think. It's low key.
Well, we got to realize they got put on there kind of in the midst of everything happening because it wasn't even a guarantee if they were going to be on TV. So now going into this next year, we'll get a full first beginning of the year to get a full blueprint of what they're going to do and how they'll be able to do it and them being able to be themselves. Because that's what they got them because of their personality. They didn't get them for anything else. Not just because they were great basketball players at what they did and Ernie Johnson being a great commentator, but
I think honestly they got them and brought them on to weed them out the game because
they weed them out.
Yeah, because what you have to look how they they're only on once a week now. Last season they were only on once a week.
But that was their first year after the fallout for TNT for them.
Tell me,
it's a buildup. It's a build.
Okay, and so Amazon.
I kind of want to go back for a second though when you get a chance here because you touched on something in boxing. You touched on something in boxing, and one other thing played in boxing. Just real quick, one thing did play in boxing too, and that's MMA.
Let me say this one point. Okay, you have guys who are polarizing who gives very, very colorful content. That TNT, that show has won multiple Grammys. They killing the nighttime. They killing prime time. They are. And you mean to tell me Man, you can only find them doing one game a week. And when Amazon, hold on, when Amazon, this is their first year, and they're putting Dirk, Haslam, Steve Nash, Blake Griffin, 3 times a week.
But you got to realize, ESPN is a bigger network than Amazon was doing that for their first time too.
And I'm coming, Sean.
But ESPN already had other guys and players established already.
Man, wasn't nobody watching them shows. Stephen A. Smith ain't even on them no more.
All right.
I don't even like watching them anyway.
I'm gonna say otherwise.
Man, what's that show that ESPN had, man?
The only reason I'm saying that, and you're right, we do need to get the trustee as well. The reason why I'm saying that is because you have your Vince Carter, your Tracy McGrady, and your Carmelo Anthony, who's also doing playbacks. You had Dwayne Wade, Candace Parker, Jamal Crawford would come in every now and then. What they're trying to do is integrate the newly retired players into the same segment while also not giving the legends who have been doing it already the limelight. As you know, Candace Parker showed up on the show every now and then. D Wade showed up on some of TNT. Draymond Green has had some appearances. Chris Webber at a point in time had some appearances as well. Like we have to pay attention to the bigger picture. Yes, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq are the bigger names. But if we're going to say that they're trying to wean them out, we have to understand why they're slowly being weaned out, or at least being integrated with other guys, because as we know, those guys are getting older. So what they could also be doing is putting in a formula to slowly integrate the other personalities that will fit, or other players who've played the game at the high level that they did, so they can give the best a basketball analysis of the game. So it's not to say that they don't want to give Kenny, Charles, and Shaq and Ernie the proper respect that they should have coming back from TNT. But we have to also realize that there are a lot of newly retired players who are trying to come into this new social media podcast space and TV commentating. Like, we have to at least pay attention to that. It's not to shun on any of the other great players, by no means a stretch of the imagination. But we have to at least.
And we coming, Sean P. I'm sorry, but we got some right now.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my problem. And this is the data I already knew. Okay. The NBA countdown, those numbers were down. Okay. Between 580 to 609,000 viewers. Inside the NBA on TNT was 1.2 to 1.3 million viewers. That's almost 100% increase. That is actually 100. That's a little bit over 100%. So my thing is this: when you have that type, man, nobody was watching NBA countdown. Nobody, like, okay, 500,000. That's a lot of people. But when you looking at a space, a network that's not a sports network, TNT, and they killing it, and they winning Grammys, now I get it. Old man Turner passed, that contract expired. TNT really low-key didn't want to pick it up. ESPN did. But if you're sitting there telling me that you have bread for a reason, you have resources for a reason, and you sitting there telling me that you can't put these guys on every time you had an NBA countdown, because they got numbers. They have numbers. They have numbers, and you put them on once a week. And of course, you have to submit to them when the playoffs get here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about during the season, you had them on once a week. Man, if that ain't intentional.
The marquee game, they generally did that marquee game of the week.
They was just switched over, though. We have to pay attention to the proper context, is what I'm saying. When we're talking about NBA countdown, what players were on NBA countdown that people will be gravitated towards to actually watch and listen to? They had a Shannon Fry, a Richard Jefferson, and then you may have had a player who's supposed to be playing in the season that may have just retired, who wasn't known as being a superstar, all-star player in the league. Now
They
you
put Vince Carter in there. No, Vince was in
Vince Carter
TNT.
wasn't really on NBA Countdown like that.
Nah, he was on Inside the NBA. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
So when you look across the spectrum now, you have guys who were the man in the league. You have guys who were the man. And then, of course, some women, respectfully, of course, who in the WNBA. But you have men now who were the man. Dwayne Wade was the man. Trace McGrady was the man. Vince Carter was the man. Carmelo Anthony was the man. Was Jamal Crawford the man? No, but he's one, if not the only player to have scored 50 points on each team he's played on.
But you kind of
that's something remarkable to
bro.
listen to from a guy like that who's talking basketball.
You kind of proving my point.
But once again, this space is new for everybody. This whole space.
It ain't new for ESPN. It ain't new for ESPN.
It is new if you're bringing in personalities like those that you want to try to live up to, but you don't understand the full parameters of the personalities from looking on. But looking at them and having them where you are in your studio are completely different. That's like looking at a guy playing. That's like looking at a guy playing basketball, and then you actually having to guard him. Oh no, he's faster than what he looked like. He's stronger than what he looked like. Oh, that shot is actually more efficient than I thought it was. Like everything as far as the context matters, and also based on presentation matters too. I can assure you, they'll be on more now. Shaq, Penny, and other people more now.
I mean, they got the data.
Realize they're also getting older, so they could be also trying to prepare to find their replacements.
You know, I'm gonna say this real quick. We don't have those individuals like we used to that made people want to watch them, like Howard Cosell. We don't have, people that made you just focus in because they were premier. You had so many big, like sportscasters. That was all they did. Now it's, the old stars, they come out and then they're going to give their little view on it from the perspective of a player or whatever the case may be. But we had people who just loved the sport, who gave the history of the sport, the knowledge of the game, and they broke it down. So we got a bunch of different people now that are on there, and it's all split up. And again, we get into this point, just like with the NBA, we don't have people who love teams anymore. They love players. Well, the same thing goes with the broadcasters. They like this one or that one or the other one. And that breaks down a lot of the viewership that could be had if they were to stick to a component and let it ride. Now, I was getting into the boxing point aspect of it. Aside from just, what we've been talking about with the different venues, MMA has caused boxing to suffer as far as viewership because they came up with a similar product that was just a little bit better, a little bit different. Football has been killing the NBA because it's had a better product, and these are the things that the sports leagues have been dealing with, man. The one that has suffered, I think, the most has been baseball over the years. People don't realize how big baseball was. It was a time frame in my life, man, where any time of the day that I might have come home from school, if it was a game on, it was on the TV because my grandparents was watching it. We don't have that as much anymore. Very seldom.
Baseball is really about the long. Baseball is really about the long game. 160 because they get them 162 days.
Yeah.
They don't just make money off of the. They don't just make money off of the home games anymore.
No,
the Rockets. The Rockets and the Astros. Again, alluding to my point about apps. The Rockets and the Astros partnered. They went on and kicked Xfinity. They kicked NBC. They kicked ESPN out, and they created their own app. $19 a month.
Right.
$19 a month. And you can watch the Astros and the Rockets on Roku, your own phone. I'm telling you, y'all, it's changing. It's totally changing.
I can tell you, I got an app on my phone that for free I can watch every single NFL, Major Baseball,
But we don't want
Major
to
League
put that. We
MLB.
don't want to
I'm
put.
not
You don't
putting it
want to put
out
that
there.
on
I'm
that.
just saying I have an app of my own
Okay, man.
for free. I can watch
Yeah.
every single sports,
Well,
boxing,
you
you
all,
name it, pay
but
per
you
view
all,
for free.
but you are putting it out there though, brother. You watching.
No, I'm just saying I ain't putting no names out there. I'm just saying I have an app where I can
But
actually do it for free. And why
I
I'm
know,
saying this is because
but
this is
you're
something else
admitting
that people are doing.
that you're admitting to piracy though, brother. That's all I'm saying.
It's not even piracy because it's an app that allows for these. No, it's an app. It is not a piracy app. I'm just saying it's not a piracy app. It's just for free. I don't have to
So
subscribe to it. I can watch every single game that I want to, and other people are doing this as well. And that's another reason why it's not being counted. This is all I'm
that
saying.
is, bro. Okay, man. Because I don't want you. I don't want nobody showing up at your. But that is piracy. Just FYI.
Hey,
It is it's an app, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's not one of those type. It's not a knockoff app. It's not one of them type thing. I'm not putting. I'm because I'm not promoting anything right here. I'm just saying that I have an app
It's
that allows
it's a
me to watch these
successful.
things.
It successfully bounces around to avoid them VPN snipes.
Well, no. But what it does do, man, is it catches those games specifically
Oh my god.
that are on network anyway. He ain't paying for it
Uh,
regardless.
hey, we gotta head out, man. We gotta head out. We gonna
Yes,
jump
sir.
on. We gonna jump on networks. We jumping on boxing and their networks, and we're gonna
Trust, he had a question.
finally.
He had a question
We're
about
gonna,
boxing too, though.
yeah, we gotta get out of here, man. We gotta get
I
out of
got you. I
here.
got you.
We gotta get out of here. But no, that's why I said we'll open up with boxing
Okay.
because I got something. I got something to share with you.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, they dragging your boy Shakur, bro. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
they
Yeah, my
dragging
boy.
Shakur, man.
I'm
Hey,
I'm a Bud and Tyson fan and Roy Jones fan. I ain't got no boys now.
Yeah.
When the weekend turns to Monday and the stars begin to shine, we're bringing you a message that'll stand the test of time. We got the wisdom in the building, keeping everything secure. A late night conversation that is positive and pure. Turn your radio up, tell your family and your friends. This is where the true community connection begins. It's a place for inspiration, it's a place for real talk. The
They
most
said everybody want to box this
on your
fool.
late night walk. We got Trusty Sean P, keeping everything on track. Deacon King Ace holding down the back, and God in the ship with a word so clear. Reverend Larry on the mic is here. Trusty Sean P, Deacon King Ace, and your host, Reverend Larry. The mic is live right now.
What do we lost everybody?
hey, man, we appreciate y'all for an awesome show. Salute to Amar Gaines and the DFW Gorillas. Congratulations on your 2026 championship. Hey, we see y'all next season, but we see y'all Friday.
Yo.
We out.
That's what.